Hello guys, I hope you are doing well today. So I was a bit late to get into the charts because I had to do a few things. I had to do reviews and other stuff in the daily life. The market is about to open soon, but let's do a quick prep. So if you can see on the high time frames, we see that yesterday we broke above the yearly DVA high, and we're well above it now. So what I predict is usually after a run like yesterday, a massive run, I can predict some consolidation. We may as well come a little bit down to test the yearly DVA high and then go higher. But we'll see how's that gonna pan out. Because we did a small retracement, but that was a small one. So we may, if the market is enough bullish, we don't see any other pullback. We're just gonna see some consolidation up here. If the market wants to test the yearly DVA high, may come like down a bit, which is a normal thing to do. Coming now into the monthly, we see we're at about 1.5, 1.5. Nothing major in here. We see some consolidation around it. This is normal. On the weekly chart, we see that the weekly DVA high still holds, even though we're at the consolidation with a slightly more grinding to the downside. If it's bullish today, we may see to test the weekly 1.5 today, or we may see some pullback first and then right away go upside. Just gonna open my my drawing tools. Let's see now. Okay, just give me a sec. These drawing tools are terrible. I have all the time to task and reopen them again, so in order to work. Okay, it's coming up now, finally. Okay, so I was saying that on the weekly especially, not on here, we may see some retracement back here and then go up. If it's very bullish, market is gonna respect this low and we're just gonna do like boom, go higher. Okay, but I don't expect to go lower than the weekly DVA high. So that's about it. Let's get into the high time frame analysis now, and let's do the weekly. Okay, on the weekly, we're reaching now the highs of this consolidation here. There's a small imbalance here at the top, but I'm not sure if it's gonna hold. I'm just gonna delete it, there's no point. There's a small one. We had a 15-minute imbalance, I think it was here, but I'm gonna check it later. I'm just gonna draw it a little bit. We're gonna see what kind of imbalance is this when we go into the lower charts, but this could be a good one. And I may look to see if we have any imbalance up here, so give us like a tool to work some destinations. Okay, so we have the monthly liquidity zones, which up here, which is quite at the top, and there's another one here, but I'm not sure if we're gonna reach that high. I'm just gonna draw it anyway. Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything else. It's just a big range here. of monthly liquidity zones. I'm just going to draw it here as well. We don't see any balance in here, so we may have to drop a bit. There is one here in the middle, but that has been taken over many times, so it's not a fresh one. So go on the daily and see what we're having. Yes, we're having a daily balance. I'm just going to delete that one. We don't really need it. We have an imbalance on the daily, which may give us a support zone. Which one is here? Up to boom here. So that one is a daily balance. That's a daily balance. This is just below it, so it should be, I'm not sure what it is. It should be at 25, 97. I'm not sure why it's not showing here. Let's do it a little bit further away. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So this is a daily balance. Just in case a good test of this, that would be awesome. Yeah, now let's stop here and see if we have any balance from yesterday. We should have very good imbalances. So we have an 8-hour imbalance here as well, which is about here to here, and that's an 8-hour imbalance. Just gonna mark it. That's a daily imbalance, okay? So that's a daily imbalance. So we have overlapping imbalances, which is a good thing. Let's see if we go into the 4 hours. I don't really see anything 4 hours in here. Let's go into the 2 hours. It's really nice to find something in here, so give us daily. So I don't see anything on the daily. There's a slight one in here, very slight one. Let's go on the 30 minutes. Let's see if we find anything here to work with. Nothing on the daily. Nothing really. There's a good imbalance on the 30 minutes. It's quite fresh one. Let me draw that one. So it's right here. So that's a daily. That's a 30 minutes imbalance. Let's jump into the lower high time frames. See if we see anything else. There's a small one in here. In the 15 minute. I'm not sure if it's worth drawing it. Just gonna draw it anyway. You never know if you're gonna need it or not. So that's 15 minute. In the 5 minute. Any balance, nothing in here. don't see anything in here. There's a small one, 5 minutes here. I'm not gonna do it. There's another one here, a small one, but nothing big. That's the way you're coming out the 1 minute. That's the execution style, but it's gonna give us a clue. There's no balance actually here. Not even in the 1 minute. In the 1 minute, there's one here. That's I'm gonna draw. Good provides us a good support zone. That's 1 minute. I'm gonna change the color a bit so it's obvious. Let's put it on the blue one. Oh, sorry, this one. That's the pink. So we saw in the previously during the opening we tested the 1 minute balance right here and we got high. We can now try and draw on the 8 hour. Let's see if we have any. So we have an 8 hour liquidity zone which we may try to test here. On the daily, let's see, that's an 8 hour. On the 4 hour, we have another one here. We see that we actually just tested it now. On the 2 hour, let's see. Yeah, nothing there. That's the biggest ones. There's another one on the 15 minute which may worth having it. We just got into it. Okay, so we have some liquidity zones to work with. Now we're just going on the daily chart. We're gonna see draw some liquidity zones there. So here we have these ones. There's another one up here that we saw yesterday. At the bottom we have a few liquidity zones. We have this one right here. We have another one big right here. And we have another one right here. From what I can see, we have this liquidity now that it broke. We may seek to break something above us. There's another. Okay, so that's all about liquidity zones. Now we're just focusing. We're gonna focus on the chart and the trading. So my plan for today is bullish, as we saw holding this one. So if we see another pullback on this zone or another pullback on this zone, or if we take the liquidity from these lows, that would be interesting to get involved. In the other screen, I'm watching again for 1 and 5 minute imbalances because I'm trading on the very low high time frames, so these are not indicated for to draw imbalances. So I have another chart to draw the imbalances. So we see now price it just tries to get trend again. So we can see, if we see at the right screen where is the high time frames, we can see that we were like in the consolidation mode, and I would try to break at the highs. Because it's the monthly, we may not see big reversals here, so my plan is only go for longs on the pullbacks, because I think we may run up here today. So with the opening, we missed the point, we missed some, but there was no entry here, to be honest. There was a break of structure here. That could be the only point to take long, but that's far away in the VWAP and far away also from any balances. So this one was taken now, so there's no point of having it. I'm gonna take it out. This one also was taken. Gonna just delete it. This is the same as this one, as I'm gonna leave it now. We don't have we don't have anything here. There's a liquidation point here, which we haven't taken yet. A nice also entry would be to take this point out and take from the DVA high. Okay, we got this. Let's see. Nothing yet. Because we broke the structure now. So this is a valid point if we get a displacement up here. But I think the market wants to really to go and retest these lows. We are also at the previous day high. That's not worth mentioning. If price keeps above this previous day high, we may see some consolidation above, or we may see some rejection and continue high. Okay, we saw some rejection there. If we break and hold above, we break the structure, we may go for long. Sellers are pressuring yet again. Let's see. Rejection. If we test again and reject, we may continue high. Now we are testing again this imbalance, the 1 minute imbalance, within the 30 minutes imbalance, which is at the 50% now. Let's see if we're gonna break the 50% of the 30 minutes imbalance. Okay, big liquidity sweep now. We took all these lows. if we're going to continue higher or not. That was liquidity sweep of the highs, and we stopped at the 50-minute imbalance here, which is also the DVA low. Now we're at the VWAP, so it's a good entry for longs if it holds and, you know, have our entry points here. Nothing major. Okay, we see now. Let's see if we're gonna see our entry. Nothing yet. We're just expecting some change of delivery. We got it now. Attempt to sell. If it's gonna fail, we can enter. Okay, we're going for a pullback. Let's see if it holds. If the 1 minute holds, we can tie him. It's failing again. I think I'm gonna go now for. Oh, sorry. I want to cancel. I want to take a long now. Sorry. That was execution mistake, clearly. It seems I'm not very focused today. We expect price to go higher again. That was also a valid point because we had break of structure, change of delivery, retest here. That was also valid, but I want to get a bit lower. And we got also, because of this week, we got a few losses here. But let's see how it goes. Because I ended a bit later now, I was planning to take this one, this high here, the profits, but I'm gonna let it run a bit. Up to here at least. I don't see any other liquidity points up here. Don't see anything, to be honest. If we go against in lower here, I'm just gonna close the trade and take the long from the lower again. So we don't see any good imbalance here. There is a 1 minute again imbalance. Let's see, just gonna try it now. This is very likely that it's gonna take my stop loss here because I ended quite late. I'm just holding it just in case with a very tight stop. Let's see if we're going to continue. If it fails for some reason, I can always re-enter here, so I'm not afraid. Yeah, price seems going well. I'm not going to take profits here. I'm going to see if we have any other high time frame targets in the line, even on the weekly. Or let's see. We have some high time frame, liquidity zones, but they're way above. There are 200 points above on the weekly. We have some very mediocre weekly liquidity zones. Yeah, the nearest one, the daily, it's 100 points above. Let's see in the 8 hours. Anything else? No, not really. Where we are now, we're just heading for the 265. I don't see anything else around here, to be honest. No, there's nothing here where we are now. Let's see if the DVA high is going to hold now. And that was taken out. The candle closed above the 1 minute. We're still on the DVA high. I may attempt to enter again. There's some failure to sell there. Let's try again. There was this failure to close inside below the 1 minute, so that's why I figured out that it may hold in the end. Gonna put my stop loss now just below here. Today I'm doing a lot of mistakes, especially the first one cost me. Let's see, we broke that liquidity zone now. I expect price to go and hold and build up, because the DVA high and the 1 minute imbalance is holding. So that's why I don't have any specific target at the moment. You see, the next one is about here, the monthly liquidity. Just gonna put my stop right here. Price is keeping up, so we're just gonna hold it for now. So this is the deviation projection. It's a nice tool to have. It's easy to make. I can give you later it's like a Fibonacci, but it's been tested that using my these settings, usually the price goes up to 2.5. So this was the manipulation leg. So I'm gonna put like a at the 2%, at the 2, sorry, not 2%, at the 2 here. Let's put it right here for now. I'm not sure if it's gonna go that high. We see price is consolidating. I expect price to move higher. It's consolidating above the VWAP and the 1 minute balance. So in theory, the trade should hold. Let's see how we're gonna be regarding our risk reward. If we take the trade up here, it's gonna be 3 hour. Even with 2 hour, I'm happy to close. Hope not this one. Yeah, even with 2 hour, I'm happy to close on the 2 hour. Right about here. But if I expect to have a big move, which I think is going to happen, I expect price to hit that one. Maybe not directly, but with the pullbacks and all this stuff, you know. Put this one here so it's not in my way. That's a good setup now. Okay, let's try and wait to see how it goes. Let's see if we have any pullback or anything. Just looking at the other chart, if we have any imbalances yet. Nothing. No, not really, to be honest. No, we don't have anything, any imbalance yet. It's just consolidating. Yeah, just price consolidating, nothing much. It just tries to build the momentum now, continuation. We already broke the highs now of the consolidation. Let's see if this one is just a sweep for the lows, but I think it's gonna hold. I think our target for the day could easily be the 26,200 because that's the, if you see on the screen on the weekly, you see previously we respected this weekly and now we have consolidated, so I'm expecting the monthly here to hold the price and push it upwards until it meets the weekly here. So we have a willingness cap of 150 points. That's my line of thinking. But price action is what matters. So we've taken down this liquidity zone. I'm just gonna remove it, and we have another one down here now. Price action is slow, and we are just half an hour in the open, and the price action is really slow. If we're grading like this, I may close my trade to 1 to 2 hour, but we'll see how it goes. One good trade like this, if it holds, it's going to be nice. We see buyers are pushing. We don't see any big retracement, so that's a good sign to hold. We may have in the future retracements again, like VWAP or here, but we still on the high time frame chart. We have a clearance, so just want to see when is the yearly 1.5. We're still way above it. Yeah, we don't have any high time frames to restrain the price on the upside, so we should have a clearer way. We're approaching now our 2 hour for the day. If we manage to get up there, that's a very good hour. That's a very about that's a 3 hour trade. If you've been wondering why I haven't raised my stop loss to break even, it's because we are still the DVA high is still just below my entry point, and it's very likely to see a big pullback here, DVA high holding, and then skyrocketing. So from what I see now, the bull is holding. I'm just gonna leave it now as it is. Because sometimes if you try to, put some tight stop losses, like me, I did the other day, I missed a very nice trade. Okay, you protect some profits, but you restrain your trade, which may have very good potential. That trade is not in an ideal position, but it's a really nice position too. Ideally I would be entering right here when I wanted to, right at the VWAP, and we would be now on the 2 hour trade. easily. It's not a bad position. It could be way better. If I hadn't made this mistake with my, with my entry there. I don't see any imbalances yet. Not even the 1 minute. Let me see. There's the price is holding. It took these lows from whoever went. The bullish here took these lows. Yeah, we don't have any imbalances to work with. To be honest. It also what makes my trading hard is because I trade with only one contract. If I was like trading with two contracts, I could have taken this at here at one and leave a runner. But because I trade with one contract due to risk restrictions, sometimes I have to close my trade, and then we may see the trend continues like yesterday. The price really is grinding now. The buyers are still there, but we don't see any big volume or anything. I still believe that we have the potential to go higher. It seems that the price is respecting the monthly. The monthly should be 26,039, so it's about here. So it seems that the price action is respecting the high time frame, the monthly. So I expect the monthly, if it holds, to slowly push the price to the upside. This is why it's also useful to have VWAP along with ICP concepts, because sometimes you may be in the middle of nowhere in the VWAP, so you can't use it. So you can use the ICT concepts. But days like today, where we have no imbalances, no real structure, and just price chopping around, grinding, you can't use ICT because there's nothing there. We had some ICT here, some imbalances, but after that, there's nothing to lean on. So in case like today, you can use the VWAP. The perfect is if they work together. That's the real ideal condition. So we're 3:15 now. We are almost an hour. Price is slowing down. I think I'm gonna put my order in the 2RR. Or even slightly, let's see. Just gonna put it slightly above on the +2 on the deviation. I'll consider closing the trade if it goes here, but we'll see how it goes. How's the price action at that moment? Like days like today, you have to be really patient, because to reach to your target may take a long time. Days like today is painful. They are painful. So we have a liquidity point right up here. Let's see if we're gonna grab this. Okay, price is, some volume is coming in. I saw some volume coming in here, so I'm just raising my sell limit, my taking profit actually, just above, just in case I see some spiking and then continues higher, because I don't want to trade to go without me. Now target is still viable. Yeah, we see some action now. Let's see. It's the market that pushes now. If you see on the right screen, if you see here, we see the monthly. It was holding the price and pushes. So it's the monthly now traders that are pushing the price. Liquidity was taken. Let's see if we have any imbalance to work with. We're on the 1 minute time frame. We may have an imbalance. 1 minute here. The good thing is that we saw buyers getting more aggressive now, because we see that they used to be below the 1.5 deviation, the VWAP, and now they're trying to push into 2. Just 8 points now below my target. Let's see if we can hit it. That would be a nice trade. I'm ready to close my trade if we see any sudden move or something, but we see the buyers are pushing because I'm in a very good profits for today. I'm about 10% as it is. And out. Not risking anything else. We see now we are at the extreme. At the extreme, sellers are here. It's very natural to, for the sellers. Though we may see some pullback and continuation, but I don't have the time for it now. I need to go to work. So we are just closed right at the. We have very good profits for this trade. It's about 8%. Not bad. Yeah, we see now we saw like a 1.5 VWAP with 1 minute held the price momentarily. That's a dangerous zone. We may see big retracement now. So I prefer to take my trade just a bit 8 points earlier and secure my profits. So let's see. We had a big loss in the moment in the entry here, and that was because I did a mistake in the order. But we got a decent one now, which made up all the losses, and we closed up 8% up. Very slow day. It's nothing important. So now we're closed. So that's my mistake, where instead of buying I press sell. That's a rookie mistake, I know. Then I ended up getting a bit. I want to get in here. Then I ended up getting there on the DVA high. This hold held. So I got taken out by this one because I had a bit tight stop loss, but that was a small one, not a big one. And then as I saw this candle closing above the 50% of the 1 minute, usually if it closes above the 50%, it means that the imbalance is going to hold. That's why I decided to enter again right here. And I closed it up here. Now we see that the 1 minute imbalance didn't hold, and we see bigger retracement, like I said. That's why I wanted to get up there. I actually got out about here. I'm just gonna take a screenshot for my archive. Yeah, this is where I closed. Right here I closed, right in this point. My target was just 8 points above. It was about here. Yeah, not about trade. Take a screenshot. Alright. So guys, that's all from me. I hope if you continue trading, I hope you have a nice session. I'll see you tomorrow as usual. If you have again any questions about my methodology, the way I trade or anything, you can either comment here or I'll put a link on my Facebook. I have a page there, but I need to rename it. I need to update it. That's why I haven't linked it yet. But yeah, if you have any questions, either you can comment on another tomorrow. You can comment or anything. Just gonna reply. Yeah, so that's for me. You have a nice day. You take care. And just before I leave, if you like my content and you find it useful for your trading, feel free to like and subscribe. It's gonna help me a lot because I'm still in the early stages of developing my YouTube presence. So anything would help. Thanks a lot.